Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Hollinsworth and this is a first of a set of how-to videos that you're either based on just drawing individual symbols or being a progression kind of chronicle video of my next window design. For this one is the Triquetra knot. From here on out, I'm just going to call it the Trinity knot because I really have a trouble pronouncing the true name of the symbol. Give you a little background. This is a different variant to the type of knot that I will be drawing, but ultimately the Triquetra or Trinity knot is a Latin word that is roughly translated as three-cornered or even triangle. And back in the ancient days when symbolism was huge and numbers, especially number 3 for the Celtics, they regarded this symbol as being have a lot of important meanings. For instance, it was a sign of special things and persons that are threefold, such as the mother, daughter, and grandmother relationship, past, present, and future symbolism, as well as the trinity of soul, physical, mental, and spiritual. And lastly, and not exclusively, but the Holy Trinity, which is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And as we begin, I'll give you a little showing of what we're trying to go for. As you can see, the 3 corners. And in the Celtic knot artistic design, it's always over, under. It's a weave, basically. And that's basket weaving, scarves, sweaters. I mean, your overall artwork is based on their entire lifestyle. So that's what we're going for. And to start, we want to have a compass for sure, a smaller point marker, and if you like, a larger point marker. To start, you find your center. This little spot looks good. And you draw your first circle. Now, the first circle is important because once you establish this size of circle, you have to leave your compass at that spot throughout pretty much the whole time, except for when you're adjusting it to make the width of the knot. So let's just say for this video, I'm going to make a 4-inch diameter circle. Trying to keep my hands out of the camera, but let's see how well I do. Alright, once you have that, you set your compass at 12 o'clock and you swing it to points where it would intersect. Right there, and right there. Once you have that, stick one point there. Obviously, it should line up at the center, as well as at 12, bring it up, bring it down to where it intersects the line. Same thing on the other side. Corner, 12, center, we'll guess 9 o'clock maybe? That's a little worse than that. And then, once you have that, you set up at the 6 o'clock. Sorry, my hands are in the way. So there you go. You see as it's coming through. And the next step is we have to set up our width of the knot. In a 4-inch diameter, I like to keep numbers symmetrical, easily to adjust. So why don't we just do a 1/2 of an inch diameter? Which it's better if you start at the bottom, set it on 1/4-inch graph paper. Should be 2 sets of boxes, and then you bring it down. You can bring it, you want to extend it a little farther just because when you set the other ones, it's got to intersect. Unless you do this all the time. You can visually see where it's going to. See, I just barely missed that one. See right here how it's a little bit extended, and once again we do it there. And there you go. There's your Trinity knot. One basic variant or style. However, as where we're trying to go for the window that I'll be designing is I would like to add a circle which represents complete unity that brings in the friendship, love, promise. It's more of a symbol for unifying everything. Like you see, you want to keep everything similar, so this is going to be a 1/2 inch thread. And there we go. Now comes the point where you take your thin point marker and you draw out the weaving pattern. So you pick a spot to start with. So I'm going to start here. I always like to start here for some reason. I don't know why, but let's give it a whirl. So I'm going to send this circle over the first cord. See, alright, there we go. And then as it goes under, right? There we go. Come on, guys, it's not rocket scientist. But you really want to pay attention as you do it, because one little mix up where you send something over when it should be under, you pretty much got to start the whole thing. So over, under, over, under, come back around. This last one was under, this one is over, over. I'll bring this around. So this one was over, and it goes to under. All right, let's bring this. Let's see. The 3 points on this that you really want to make sure you do it correctly is right here, because you have 3 cords weaving in and out at one particular spot. So as you can, we'll start here. I can show you. This is obviously this is over. And this comes finishing the under. Come back to the over. All right, continue, 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 continue. That since it goes over, goes back under. Same point here, under. Goes under there, right? And brings it around. Under, over, under, over, under, over, over, under, over to under. That's correct. It's always good, and you don't have to talk to yourself like I am per se, but you always want to double check it, because you don't want to continue on your design in the middle of doing a lot more work, realize, oh my god, this is not mathematically correct. So as we finish, now like here, there, and there we go. I believe all of them are drawn with marker, and then you just erase and this is when it really starts to pop out. The only truly becomes more 3D dimensional is when you add in the background, the forward color, if you will. And so there you go. Now, obviously you want to have the smaller marker do it, so you can avoid costly heirs with a bigger point, but also you want these lines to be obviously visually present, but you don't want them too big, because it's ultimately you're drawing for what the Celtics used was either rope or hemp or even just cotton, just in general, wool especially. Forgot about wool. So it's just fabric. There we go. And then you just fill in the rest. I'm just going to try to speed things up a little bit, so if I get a little messy, my bad. Alright. Ultimately, when this is finished in the ultimate design for the window that I'll be creating, there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a trefoil, which is kind of like a three-leaf clover architecture design that usually, if you're aware of what a Gothic arch looks like, it's not just like, it's not a half circle. It's actually two quarter circles combined to make one half, but it ultimately adds a point. And then with that point, what they used to do is, especially if you go see churches, cathedrals, pay attention to like how the doorways are, or even top of the stained glass windows. You're going to either see a rose window, which is a large circular window with multiple circular designs in it, or you're going to see a trefoil, whether that would be a 3 or a 4. Sometimes they even use the like as in 5 or 6. It all depends on the space they needed to fill in between two columns. So we got that set. Now, as you can see on the one that we did, we added a second circle around it, which ultimately will become the outside portion of the centerpiece, but then you would have, because it's going to be a Celtic cross, you're going to have these little wings coming out of each 4 sides to bring up something like this. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning into my blog, and I will keep you posted on as the new videos follow. Thank you.